Ants. They're organized, industrious, and hungry. But in the undergrowth, there's no such thing as a free lunch. In the end, only one colony will secure victory over the Outworld and take its place amongst the great empires of the Undergrowth.
And hello everyone, this is Dubious Physics coming to you with the Empires of the Undergrowth. This is it is an early access game, but it is so far it's shaping up really well to be the ant colony simulator small me always dreamed of. It's been a good time. Hope you folks are all doing well. Greetings to Ark there in the chat. While it is an early access, and I think the biggest issue at the moment is kind of slow development and limited content, the game is pretty darn good, Ark. I have to say. Yeah, I did see you, Navillion. Apologies if I missed you there, but that's great to have you as well. The ants are very pleased to have you here too. I'm not sure if you're as pleased with the ants, but alright, I'm just making a few touch-ups to our hub area here to make transit through faster, should it be needed. Okay, I can't do anything to that right now. Yeah, it's fine for now. Okay. Hub area is nice and peaceful, but I think it's time. I had played a little more of this game on my own. I allegedly might know a bit more of what I'm doing. So, in a maneuver after Ark's Heart here, I'm gonna crank the difficulty right up, and we're gonna go into one of the levels. Okay, level 1.1, new home on insane difficulty with challenge mode on. Nothing could possibly go wrong. Let's do this.
This Formica fusca queen has set up home beneath a rotting log. She is fat and vulnerable. Her first brood will need to move quickly if the colony is to survive. Their priority now is to find food, and there is plenty around. But there are other hungry creatures down here. The workers will need to be vigilant.
So higher difficulty in this game mainly affects the level setup, and honestly that works out pretty well for me.
Unfortunately, the Queen chose her colony's home poorly. This earth is infested with Grillotalpa, the European mole cricket. Growing up to 45 millimeters in length and with powerful forelegs, these beasts are masters of tunneling. The crickets have had their fill of roots for the day, and are now on the hunt for protein-rich invertebrates. This queen and her brood are in imminent danger of being devoured.
I suppose it is slightly rude, Navillion. Ah, hello Scooby. Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. We have more ants today. Hopefully literally more ants. sending some of the nest workers through. I realize I can just recategorize them instead of having them, instead of trying to run them through by digging. Yeah, the atmosphere and styling of this game is it's one of my favorite things ever. Your notifications are a documentary narrator. Okay, we're gonna need everyone here. Let's go.
The ants have encountered a pocket of woodworm. These defenseless weevil larvae will make an excellent meal for the colony. They will be butchered and carried off for processing.
I'm making a reasonable pace, given that
this colony must remain small for now.
When
Food
notification
is too scarce
passed
to support greater numbers.
One notification past the Devil's Coach Horse larvae. Let's tunnel out a little food storage here as well. Okay, we're gonna need everyone again. Get down here. Hopefully I'll be of the size where I don't have to juggle groups as much soon.
The workers have uncovered carnivorous larvae of Ocypus olens, the Devil's Coach Horse. They are born ready for combat, with powerful slicing mandibles for chopping up their prey. They are still small, however, and must undergo a final pupation before their armor is fully developed. If the ants are fast, they should be able to overwhelm these critters.
Okay, should tunnel into this first while my numbers are limited. Let's get the crew together again.
There are intruders in the nest. A mole cricket is burrowing into the nest. The ants must mount a defense quickly, or their brood will be forfeit.
Let's get one upgrade out while we can.
The queen is in imminent danger.
She's fine, we got this. Okay, there are a couple of woodworms with 4. We'll go for this one first, it's a little richer. I think I can afford one more upgrade. Let's do it. A little short on people again. Or ants, rather. Let's go.
Predators are loose in the nest. The larvae must be protected.
And fed.
If the ants had disturbed the adult of these larvae, the outcome for the colony may not have been so fortunate. They must expand with caution.
Okay, it's a little more food to work with. Start to create a... You know what, I should probably use the same space if at all possible for the second soldier group, so I'm gonna try and cut it out here. Okay, good, we didn't overlap into him. And then I'll lay down speed tiles between them because they count as adjacency. Okay, and then we will create our home guard group here as well. I can put down 2 ants while maintaining a decent food reserve for respawns. Put them in group 1 for now. It's actually good to go slow on this particular mission on this difficulty, because if you handle while the mole cricket attacks get more intense, if you handle them cautiously, you end up with net positive food from them. So, cool. Everyone's hatched. Let's go.
Predators are loose in the nest.
Hello to
Larvae
Opal
must
and
be
Extreme.
protected.
The ants say hi too. Good to see you, folks. Scooby, I am tempting fate. I have challenge mode on, and this is insane difficulty. What could possibly go wrong? There are indeed ants. Okay, I'm gonna set a group 3 here specifically for food retrieval. Oh, hang on. Got a moment. Intruders.
Mole crickets are burrowing into the nest. The ants must defend in multiple locations at once.
And both locations are adjacent to the queen. We got this.
The battle has begun.
Okay, that mole cricket situation under control. Getting ready for the next chamber breach. Let's wait for all our ants to hatch. Got one more soldier on the way. There we go. Reassign the nest crew for food retrieval. So they grab a little food mid-combat. And let's go.
Predators are loose in the nest.
Gonna be a tough
the
one.
larvae must be protected.
No, we're not getting food out of this. Okay. You are allowed to fight. Now they start picking up food.
The colony is starving. There is not enough food to feed the new brood.
Okay. Extraction's done. Probably want to go for this area next. Let's up our food store level. Okay, 410 food is about the limit of what we're going to be to reasonably keep. Have enough food to throw down 3 more ants. A dedicated second group. Probably gonna wait for the next mole cricket spawn before we get up to any more shenanigans. There we go. We shut this down quickly with minimal casualties. We'll come out
A
positive
mole
food.
cricket is burrowing into the nest. The ants must mount a defense quickly, or their brood will be forfeit. The battle has begun.
Down 5 food. 10, 15. Oh, that was a worker. That's fine. Okay, that was roughly a break even on food. Not great. I need higher level soldiers quickly. But I don't have the food for them yet. Okay, let's not spend too much more time on this then. We gotta punch through to the wood lice here quickly.
There are intruders in the nest.
Go back into the nest group. Make sure eggs are fed and supplied. There we go. Break through to the wood lice as well.
These wood lice will make a significant addition to the colony's larders, but they are clinging tightly to the ground. It's going to take some effort to dislodge them.
Well, hello.
The queen is in imminent danger.
No, they don't attack. It's fine. I am amused. You'll learn. But we're fine. Start getting our home guard group upgraded though. This may take a bit.
The ants must protect the queen.
At least they won't be too far to walk to harvest them. When you're done with that, break through into the next wood lice chamber. The nice thing about higher difficulties is I don't think it actually directly scales enemy health or stats. It just, which I always enjoy slightly less in most games when they do that, but it adds more enemies, makes general breakthroughs and positions more difficult. But that means you get more food to work with, so it's not all negative. Although seriously, these wood lice are taking a bit to get through. Okay, have the nest group
mole crickets are burrowing
cease
into
engaging
the nest.
for now.
The ants must defend in multiple locations at once. The ants must protect the queen.
Just so we get some food going. Mole crickets are going to be a bit more of an issue. Hoping to have the food larded by now. Oh well, we've got more wood lice on the way.
The queen is in imminent danger.
It's a bit awkward, I think, because I don't think ants actually differentiate between dangerous targets and harmless ones. This is quite awkward timing for this.
The ants must protect the queen.
We have no shortage of food for the moment, at least, though, so let's start getting soldier upgrades.
The queen is in imminent danger.
Yes, she is actually in imminent danger right now. Please fight the mole crickets. Okay, that's enough reserve food for the moment. I'll let the nest group fight again. I mean, it is possible to have a... I understand there are people with lethal allergies to ant bites, actually are,
The
so
ants must protect the queen.
that is a thing. Okay, now nest admin and stuff can actually get done as well, because that wasn't getting done while everyone was fighting. Right. Let's go ahead and get this group upgraded. And resistance is a very important stat. Okay, that's the next small cricket. Should be handled no problem now.
A mole cricket is burrowing into the nest. The ants must mount a defense quickly, or their brood will be forfeit. The battle has begun.
Come on, soldiers, get in there. There we go, that's better. Positive food on that. Starting to look much better. Let's get our crew up here.
There are intruders in the nest.
Not a problem. Hopefully we can finish getting that home group upgraded. Won't be quite yet for a bit. Okay, let's get into this group here. Actually, I should get ready for the next small cricket wave before I get too greedy there. I can afford one more tier 3. We can expect 3 more crickets at this point in time. Spawn on anywhere I put developed tiles. So I actually like putting a lot of fast travel tiles out on levels like this. I found my admittedly very limited experience. Okay, 4 more crickets.
Mole crickets are burrowing into the nest. The ants must defend in multiple locations at once. The ants must defend themselves.
That is actually a fair few more crickets. That is also 120 food worth of mole crickets if we can get through this okay.
The colony is starving. There's not enough food to feed the new brood.
We have enough. Come on, get him. There we go. Let's see here. That's a little awkward. It's going to be difficult to get the last ant of that cluster upgraded. I should probably not put stuff directly adjacent to the queen, because it's actually difficult to upgrade there. Okay, don't have food to do stuff further. Go ahead and breach into this chamber. Quickly. Oh. Accidentally told that group to disengage. Maybe that was... Hope I didn't do that previously.
Predators are loose in the nest. The larvae must be protected.
Clean them out, come on. Plenty of capable soldiers now. There we go. Gonna actually set the home guard group back here. Just in time too. Looks like we've got company.
A mole cricket is burrowing into the nest. The ants must mount a defense.
Should be more
quickly,
than enough
or
to
their
handle a
brood will
single
be
mole
forfeit.
cricket. Okay, time to start expanding our foraging group. Got plenty of woodlouse food coming in for a bit. Assign group 2 to help out with the gathering for a bit as well. Some gathering that needs to be done there. Just build a small cluster of workers to make sure I have some small group to handle nest duties, even if I send workers off together. Group 2 return home. Oh, that's a good sign. Lay that down. Have more crickets to worry about in a moment. Right. Any of these locations I break into now are going to have serious company. So I'm going to want to deal with the mole crickets first.
Mole crickets are burrowing into the nest. The ants must defend in multiple locations at once.
I mean, in theory, the home guard group would be enough to deal with this with enough food, but I'd like to deal with it. I'd like to do this with minimal casualties. And get lots of food. There we go. And what I'm going to do at this point is actually give the breach order for here. All the way up there. And have our battle ants stand by in this chamber. It's a lot closer to where we're hatching.
Predators are loose in the nest. The larvae must be protected.
Okay, that's enough. Food committed to upgrades.
The ants have stumbled into the path of a fully developed devil's coach horse beetle, and it's hungry for breakfast.
Here it comes.
The beetle is almost 4 times the size of a black ant, and protected by thick plates of external armor. Whilst it bites at the tiny defenders, it sprays foul-smelling secretions from the end of its raised abdomen, disorientating the ants.
Have a team on food extraction duty. Okay, just commit everyone. Now, too many people standing in the corner. We are getting this around, that's good. Ants are normally really good from what I've experienced and read.
The devil's coach horse is dead.
Working in tight spaces, but
dozens of
those beetles in particular are a little nasty against clusters. Okay, pull the home guard group back. There's one cricket to deal with.
A mole cricket is burrowing into the nest. The ants must mount a defense quickly, or their brood will be forfeit.
Oh yeah, no problems whatsoever. Now, we can breach into the wood lice here. Send group... Actually, keep group 2 at home. We've got some... We can assign some spare workers to gathering now. I can afford 2 ant upgrades. 1. Two. Oh, we've got more food now, that's good. Oh, it's not wood lice up there. That's fine though. 2 more. 1 here, 1 here. Okay. We can actually breach into here without running into another big one. Go ahead and do that.
There are intruders in the nest.
Yeah, not a problem. And now we recall to deal with mole crickets.
Mole crickets are burrowing into the nest. The ants must defend in multiple locations at once.
And I should upgrade ants too.
The ants must protect the queen.
Okay, overwhelm single mole crickets as quickly as possible to reduce the incoming damage output. We can actually use the queen to tank. as well, since she has so much health. Queen being under attack isn't a massive deal. Get ready to breach into that. What's the end question, Navillion? That's an interesting one, because small child me honestly got shown those two movies a lot, but didn't really enjoy either that much. And I don't know how blasphemous that is necessarily, but that is how it was. Okay, the next wave is going to be a single mole cricket only, so I think I can have our liners all roll up for a bit and go. In fact, I'm gonna pull our teams back. Just let the food come to us. They were okay movies, I guess. That's just they weren't really Small Me's first choice. But I didn't really get I wasn't allowed to watch anything I decided on. So
a mole cricket is burrowing into the nest.
I didn't particularly enjoy.
The ants must mount a defense quickly, or their brood will be forfeit.
Stuff that wasn't really the theme I liked.
The ants will fight to the death.
Okay, successfully obtained. Initiate breach.
Predators are loose in the nest. The larvae must be protected.
This is a nice open chamber to engage in with speed trails reinforcements. Since our biggest opponent here is a AoE attacker, a single direction AoE attacker, large chamber is actually good for us. Yeah, I do remember A Bug's Life better as well, for what it's worth. Yeah, I mean that's, but I don't remember particular movie either well. I suppose
the colony is starving. There's
other
not
people
enough
in
food
chat
to feed the new
might have
brood.
more thoughts there. Send a few ants out to forage, or a few workers out to forage. Grab the food from those chambers. I'm skimping a little on the food storage, so we're ping-ponging between fine and starving. I guess I'll expand the food storage a little bit. Recall soldiers. Got company.
Mole crickets are burrowing into the nest. The ants must defend in multiple locations at once. The ants must defend themselves.
Yeah, as long as we've got soldiers available, mole crickets are no problem right now, which is good, because we're about to have many problems. Okay, got plenty of food storage. I'll allow myself a handful of extra ants. Or, well, a handful of extra upgrades at this point. forward a couple more tier 3s. 1, 2, 3. Send a worker to breach this chamber. And we will meet them down here again, together with the mole cricket.
A mole cricket is burrowing into the nest. The ants must mount a defense quickly, or their brood will be forfeit.
I almost feel bad for the small cricket.
The battle has begun. There are intruders in the nest.
Okay, big group incoming. The worker got out of there, I'm glad. Ah, Navillian's asking what kind of stuff. I mean, as a small child as well, kind of fantasy to an extent, but primarily sci-fi. It's my main thing. Space-related shenanigans. All combat teams respond. Good. Good work. Get that all harvested. I have to deal with one more mole cricket, another big mole cricket group in a moment, so get back indoors. Get back to the queen. Send a handful of workers out to finish harvesting that. It's done. Okay.
Mole crickets are
Go
burrowing
ahead
into the
and
nest.
sort
The ants
this one
must
out
defend in
quickly,
multiple
and
locations
then
at
we'll
once.
kind of work from there, clear out the ones around the queen.
The ants must fight. The ants must protect the queen.
Don't worry too much about the ones that are engaging the queen for now. She'll slowly regen and has lots of health. I actually have, from what I've heard, I have enjoyed one or two things from the Sci-Fi Channel, or from what I understand, they now call themselves the Sci-Fi Channel? I'm not too certain of it. Yeah, 2001: A Space Odyssey is actually something I have not seen, and I have been informed that that severely hurts my geek cred. But yeah, it is something I do want to see at some. I do pretty much need to see at some point, from my understanding. Okay, we can get a handful more soldiers out for the next big engagement. Send a worker to breach that chamber. Everyone hatch. Cancel the chamber breach. Got a mole cricket to deal with.
A mole cricket is burrowing into the nest. The ants must mount a defense quickly, or their brood will be forfeit.
Soldiers are in place.
The ants
Can we
must
do this with
defend
no
themselves.
casualties? Pretty much. Okay. Those are starting to get faster though, so I can't... This is the point where time's actually starting to matter, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. Need to preserve food.
There are
for this
intruders in the
engagement.
nest.
Another fully grown Devil's Coach. From this point on, I think I actually need to start banking food. Go, go, go. one more mole cricket we need to deal with, and then the big group. That seems like a reasonable reason. That seems like a reasonable thing
Mole
not to
crickets
be
are
able to
burrowing into the
trademark.
nest. The ants must defend in multiple locations at once.
Okay, I'm actually not gonna spend on any
The
more
queen
upgrades at
is in
this point.
imminent danger.
Have Group 1 concentrate on and finish ones off, while Group 2 does a holding action. Done. Overwhelm them. Okay, it's a good amount of food. Any direct to level 3 upgrades I can do. 1, 2. I think I can get this to level 3 as well. 1 and 2. Do I want to? Sure. Let's do it. Breach it. Cancel the
A mole cricket
breach.
is burrowing into the nest.
Never mind.
The ants must mount a defense quickly, or their brood will be forfeit.
And Group 2 to contain that one mole cricket. There's food there, start grabbing it. Group 2, move up. Group 3, Group 3 doesn't have fighting turned off. Turn it off now. Then you can start grabbing food. There we go, that's better. Food stock's starting to run low. I will say probably my favorite movie of all time so far has to be The Martian. That is a thing. Fear my botany powers and all that. Oof. Okay.
This Formica fusca colony has now established itself as a rising power in the Undergrowth. Soon their territory will need to expand above ground, where new challenges await. For the time being, however, the Queen is safe.
Ah, the cricket's burrowing in. Of course. Let's take some extra royal jelly. Right. Oh, achievements. Right. Achievements are global, so that's a separate thing. Also a bit of a struggle, but that level rewards patience. The next level, that patience I can do. The next level I'm a lot less comfortable in.
How is the colony progressing?
The Queen is exhibiting interesting new behaviors. I believe the colony is beginning to adapt.
Let's get some gathering going. Start trucking that food in. Okay. That went reasonably well. Extreme, this is the hub area, where there are two the game's kind of split into two modes almost. You have your hub area with your upgradable ants, where you kind of buy them tech upgrades and stuff. This area is a little less. Has a fictional gene thief ant species, where essentially it's an ant colony that can incorporate ant types from other species. So that's what this ant colony is doing here. And then when you go out and do missions are played with a set kind of a set more classic RTS set ant colony of a particular species. And well, these ants are purple because I arbitrarily selected the color purple in honor of they're Bell's stress-eating ants. Yeah, honestly, I think the game's real strength is in the Outworld campaign levels. But then I haven't really tried the Formicarium challenges. It is nice to have some. I think the Formicarium, this hub area, is supposed to give you, make sure you have a sense of progression. And it's interesting, but I've definitely enjoyed the out levels more so far. Okay, let's actually do something with this royal jelly I've been accumulating. I do actually... I've never got past the first Formicarium challenge before, even in the play I've done on the side, so... but I do know, because your Formicarium population is limited, so you actually want ant quality, so I am definitely going to want upgraded ants here. And let's pick up some of the worker abilities. Yeah, make sure they're no longer slowed down from nurseries and just work faster. Make them die less quickly. Wonder if I should have taken evasive instead, but hopefully I shouldn't need them to be doing that. And I think I should have enough jelly to unlock the worker tiers as well. I'm hoping to pretty much get all the upgrades before I go into the Formicarium challenge. And I'm gonna want to spend a lot of food on organizing things here as well. Have a good amount of food storage. Let's see. Gonna actually want to clear out one of these and start putting down a combat brood here, I think. Yeah, the ants and the setup and everything I had, none of your upgrades aids apply when you're playing missions or levels.
The workers have raised their first Formica fusca ant.
Finally, we have the opportunity to observe multiple species within the same colony.
Black ant soldiers. Tunneling out some more space. This is honestly really awkward positioning. Although I can make it work, perhaps. Let's see. If you feel your colony is up to it, it may be time to take on the first Formicarium challenge. This will pit your Formicarium colony against a heavy succession of attacks. Good luck. That was definitely a tough mission. But I have been working hard at learning this game. So there is that. Okay. Gonna cut a path through here. It's generally not good to have multiple paths to your queen in stuff like the Formicarium challenge, but I made a pathing mistake back before I knew what I was doing, and I will sit with it. Make room for some more ants. One, two, one, two. I think that'll work. Okay, do I have the food to lay down? Yeah, I think I do. 5, 1, 2. There we go, that's as many ants as I can fit at the moment. Now to start laying down some upgrades, I guess. Make sure the path out is optimal for our reinforcing ants. Nope. No, I can't do anything to upgrade that at the moment. Let's get our combat ants upgraded then. Very soon I'll need to start running missions to get food if I want all this to be optimal. All the upgrade. Okay, I'm out of food. Cool. Healthy ant population. Formicarium looking good. Now it's time to pull off 1.2 with challenge mode on. I'm probably not gonna try that on insane difficulty with challenge mode on. That mission I'm a lot... I have way less experience with this mission. And it is generally a lot tougher. Let's go. Okay. Start cutting away
This
to that
Formica
food.
Fusca Black Ant Queen has given birth to her first brood. While the workers establish their new territory in the earth, Above ground, a nearby colony of Formica sanguinea slave maker ants are on the lookout for would-be victims. These ants specialize in stealing larvae from neighboring nests and raising them as their own. If the black ant colony isn't prepared for the inevitable incursion, they may be wiped out entirely. Unfortunately, the queen chose her colony's home poorly. This earth is infested with Grillotalpa grillotalpa, the European mole cricket. Growing up to 45 millimeters in length and with powerful forelegs, these beasts are masters of tunneling. The crickets have had their fill of roots for the day, and are now on the hunt for protein-rich invertebrates. This queen and her brood are in imminent danger of being devoured.
Yeah, I've seen the tips of this before. We can just roll with the narration without interrupting now. Which I think is great. I don't think we're ready to deal with both of those funnel spiders in one go. I should have made the path to these larvae more winding. Ah well. Let's cut through to here. Okay, turn off food collection, go kill that freaking spider.
A funnel web spider. She is large, fast, and equipped with a deep, powerful bite. Her lair is carpeted by sheets of silk woven between tripwires that radiate out from the entrance. She can detect even the slightest vibrations with her sensitive legs. Any ant that strays too close will be snapped away in the blink of an eye.
Well, right now the most efficient way to deal with these is to overwhelm them with workers.
Working together, the ants have overwhelmed one of the funnel web spiders. She won't be causing any more trouble for the colony. Her sisters, however, still present a problem.
I will want soldiers, however, and eventually dealing with those with soldiers will be effective, simply because even though they can one-hit kill the soldiers, any soldier, the sheer amount of
Sanguinea Scout has sensed the presence
damage
of the black ants. A raid on the colony is now inevitable.
soldiers can do clears them out very quickly.
Pillage a generation of young, or wipe out the colony entirely. In the end, it will come down to the tenacity of the defending ants.
Let's try and reach into here quickly. Go straight for the spider.
Predators are loose in the nest. The
Don't
larvae
collect food.
must be
Kill
protected.
the spider. Okay, now you can collect food.
A mole cricket is burrowing into the nest. The
Where
ants
is
must
it?
mount a defense quickly, or their brood will be forfeit. A mole cricket is burrowing into the nest. The ants must mount a defense quickly, or their brood will be forfeit.
Combat designated.
This colony must remain small for now. Food is too scarce to support greater numbers.
Okay, mole cricket sorted. Want to cut into here if at all possible. have some food that we haven't grabbed there. And it's time to deal with the raid. Okay. Everyone up front. Actually sit here where it's choke pointy. Don't worry too much about food replenishment, because main thing is we need to stop them from getting a larvae.
The raiding party has arrived. The slave makers will head straight for the brood chambers. They must be stopped. The colony is starving. There's not enough food to feed the new brood. The raiding party was no match for the valiant defenders. The brood remains safe. For now. There are intruders in the nest.
Stop collecting food, go kill the spider. Oh good, we have enough soldiers that every time it runs past them, a spider takes critical damage. That's a good place to be in. Start cutting into here.
There are intruders in the nest.
Go get them. Start upgrading our soldiers. We need more food storage. Not too far down there just yet. Just grab what you can. Okay, better. Clear out that spider now. Never mind, get back here.
Mole crickets are burrowing into the nest. The ants must defend in multiple locations at once.
Don't worry about that location for now.
There is no respite from the culling. The Sanguinio will subjugate or exterminate.
Was really good timing on the Sanguinia's part, but I think we got it.
The raiding party was no match for the valiant defenders. The brood remains safe. For now.
I do need a small... battle group for home. Work on the home front. Yeah, that spider's dead. Don't worry about collecting food. Go kill the other spider. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put down the food between that. Okay, you can gather food now. Put a handful of ants in group 3 just to finish harvesting that spider. Okay, that's done. You can get back in the nest group. Boop, 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 boop. How do I know where I want to build tunnels? For the most part, Navillion, I'm winging it. Okay, frontline defense ready. But for the most part, the general strategy, it applies a bit less in missions like this, but the general strategy for the most part is, while you want to make sure you have a single path of reinforcement and a single choke point to hold enemies in when you're trying to stop them from getting to your
once again to bolster its numbers.
Your queen, or in the case of this mission, your nurseries are a critical point of defense.
The raiding party was no match for the valiant defenders. The brood remains safe for now.
Right, we want to cut in here. You typically want the path from the surface, which I have not done missions with yet.
A
The
mole cricket is
surface.
burrowing into the nest.
That's from the
ants
surface
must mount a
to
defense
your
quickly,
queen
or their
as
brood will be forfeit.
to be as winding and problematic as possible.
The ants must fight.
And you can compensate for that with your speed tiles. I mean, at this scale, they might be quite ant-like. Okay, no food collection for you. Go for that spider. Group 2, return to frontal defense duties. Okay, Group 2, go grab that spider real quick. One, you're allowed to grab food again. Gives me some room for more workers. Boop, 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 boop. Can I get... yeah, I can get our home defense group fully upgraded as well. Oh, got another raid incoming. Get a bunch of workers online.
The Sanguinia colony seeks once again to bolster its numbers. A battalion of slave makers charge into the nest.
I mean, I understand real life ants take a bunch of things
The
into
raiding party was
consideration,
no
like
match for the
maintenance,
valiant defenders. The brood remains safe for now.
maintenance, and what's the other one thing I was thinking of? Airflow and that kind of thing as well.
There are intruders in the nest.
Go get the spider. Go get the food. I have a bunch of things to clear out when we next breach, so let's not do that just yet. Okay, multiple location
Mole
defense.
crickets are burrowing into the nest. The ants must defend in multiple locations at once.
May as well toss a couple of upgrades down for our food storage. Since upgraded food storage is
ants must
far more
defend
efficient
themselves.
than building additional food storage. Okay, no problem with those mole crickets. Let's go ahead and breach down here first. Nope, cancel the breach. Incoming. Let's not let them get any eggs. Here they come.
The slave makers are back. They can sense larvae, and they want their share. The colony is starving. There is not enough food to feed the new brood.
I don't think these drop food, unfortunately. But our numbers are solid for now. Okay, let's do the breach we were originally going to do.
Once again, the slave makers return to their nest with new black ant larvae to raise as their own. The raids will continue, but this Formica fusca colony has proved its capacity to endure and grow. Eventually they will surpass their parasitic overseers, and the continued raids of the slave makers will reduce to nothing more than a mere inconvenience for the great Black Ant Empire.
So I accidentally beat the level. Okay. I didn't realize I had hit the production threshold for that, but we hit the number of ants we needed. Woo! I'll take it.
How is the colony progressing?
The Queen is exhibiting interesting new behaviors. I believe the colony is beginning to adapt.
Okay, we want just poke something out there so we can upgrade the paths. And we'll have our surface ants on gathering duty. Yeah, I can't really get that upgraded the way I want it. That's fine. It should be fast enough. Let's get our ant count up. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7. 7 there. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. We recovered all the food? Not quite yet. Fiddling around on I wouldn't call this mastery just yet. I'm fiddling around on beginner levels. And doing pretty okay at farming some of them. Okay, that's all we can do with the food currently available. I want more upgrades and a big food stockpile before I take on the Formicarium challenge. Let's see, may as well pick up upgrades for our soldiers. Meat wall. Self-repair is a bit out of reach. Still need more royal jelly as well. Right. Seems like a good point for a break here. I'm gonna take a bit of a break, and then I guess I have to take on... To fit with the theme, I'm probably gonna lose it, but we have to take on subjugation on insane difficulty with challenge mode on. That's gonna be great. TM. See how that goes. We'll give it at least a shot, and then I might give the Formicarium challenge, which I've never done myself, a try. And see how it goes from there. Thank you very much for watching, folks. Hope you're having fun. I am enjoying constructing additional ants. Do remember to take care of yourselves. Hydrate, stretch, grab some food if you need to. You are absolutely worth it. Hope to see you after the break. And we're back. Thanks very much for sticking around, folks. It's time for more ant shenanigans, I think. Let's do this. So I quietly double check I've done everything I want to with the royal jelly. Okay. So I'm going to attempt mission 1.2 on insane difficulty with challenge mode on. I don't expect to win, but let's give it a shot. Right. Tunnel through to some food up there.
This Formica fusca black ant queen has given birth to her first brood. While the workers establish their new territory in the earth, above ground, a nearby colony of Formica sanguinea slave-maker ants are on the lookout for would-be victims. These ants specialize in stealing larvae from neighboring nests and raising them as their own. If the black ant colony isn't prepared for the inevitable incursion, they may be wiped out entirely.
Okay.
Unfortunately,
So
the queen
start.
chose her colony's home poorly.
Our workers
This earth
here.
is infested with Grillatalpa, the European mole cricket. Growing up to 45 millimeters in length and with powerful forelegs, these beasts are masters of tunneling. The crickets have had their fill of roots for the day, and are now on the hunt for protein-rich invertebrates. This queen and her brood are in imminent danger of being devoured.
Let's get the rest of that food gathered. Get many more workers. A fair few of the lines we're hearing now are level specific, but there are a lot of I do appreciate like the general RTS notification lines also being themed. I think that's a great touch. Let's get some food storage going. Be a little careful about where we're tunneling. Shoot,
Segestria florentina,
we
a
cut
funnel
through
web
as well.
spider.
Damn it.
She is large, fast,
right.
and equipped with a deep, powerful bite. Her lair
And
is
everyone we
carpeted
can.
by sheets of silk woven between tripwires that radiate out from the entrance. She can detect even the slightest vibrations with her sensitive legs. Any ant that strays too close will be snapped away in the blink of an eye.
Food storage at least.
By working together, the ants have overwhelmed one of the funnel web spiders. She won't be causing any more trouble for the colony. Her sisters, however, still present a problem. A Sanguinea scout has sensed the presence of the black ants. A raid on the colony is now inevitable. The question remains as to whether they will merely pillage a generation of young, or wipe out the colony entirely. In the end, it will come down to the tenacity of the defending ants.
If we don't wander in there, we should be okay for now. I wanna... Oh shoot, mole cricket. I didn't see the notification for that. Get that sorted in a moment. Then I need to get this sorted out quickly as well. I suppose it would be nice to have the goodness spot for once. This raid is gonna suck. I'm actually really not gonna be ready for it. Thanks to not having accounted for small cricket. I breached in here by accident too early. Slowed down me having a place to put down my soldiers, and so on and so forth. Okay, get ready.
The raiding party has arrived. The slave makers will head straight for the brood chambers. They must be stopped. The queen is in imminent danger.
I may actually not have enough for this. Yeah, I needed soldiers earlier. Okay. Let's get that a shot. This time I'll try not to accidentally break through into things.
This Formica Fusca Black Ant Queen has given birth to her first brood. While the workers establish their new territory in the earth, above ground, a nearby colony of Formica sanguinea slave maker ants are on the lookout for would-be victims. These ants specialize in stealing larvae from neighboring nests and raising them as their own. If the black ant colony isn't prepared for the inevitable incursion, they may be wiped out entirely. Unfortunately, the queen chose her colony's home poorly. This earth is infested with Grillatalpa, the European mole cricket. Growing up to 45 millimeters in length and with powerful forelegs, these beasts are masters of tunneling. The crickets have had their fill of roots for the day, and are now on the hunt for protein-rich invertebrates. This queen and her brood are in imminent danger of being devoured.
No food collection for you, Group 1. Go get
Sigistria florentina,
the
funnel web spider.
spider.
She is large, fast, and equipped with a deep, powerful bite. Her lair is carpeted by sheets of silk woven between tripwires that radiate out from the entrance. She can detect even the slightest vibrations with her sensitive legs. Any ant that strays too close will be snapped away in the blink of an eye.
Okay.
By working together, the ants have overwhelmed one of the funnel web spiders. She won't be causing any more trouble for the colony. Her sisters, however, still present a problem.
Food. Start cutting out space for our soldiers. And keep an eye out for that mole cricket notification.
A sanguinea scout has sensed the presence of the black ants. A raid on the
We're not
colony
gonna...
is now inevitable.
Okay, yeah, that
The
scout's
question
invulnerable.
remains as to whether they will merely pillage
That's why
a
the
generation
achievement
of young,
is for only
or
losing
wipe
one
out the
egg,
colony entirely.
rather than
In
losing...
the end, it will come down to the tenacity of the defending ants. This colony must remain small for now. Food is too scarce to support greater numbers.
Okay, we're gonna get a raid. Let's try and kill this these 2 spiders.
Predators are loose in the nest. The larvae must be protected.
We're gonna be engaging the mole cricket and to deal with the raid as well.
A mole cricket is burrowing into the nest.
Kill the
The
spiders
ants must
quickly.
mount a defense quickly, or their brood will be forfeit.
Combat positions. Please kill the mole cricket. Shoot, that's really awkward timing.
The raiding party has arrived. The slave
We're
makers
gonna
will
lose
head
some
straight
eggs.
for the brood chambers. They must be stopped.
But we should have more than enough for the raid at least.
The colony is starving. There is not enough food to feed the new brood.
At least they didn't... Because all of the soldiers were currently in the soldier chamber, they didn't take any of the soldier eggs. Okay, that's organized. Get the food.
The raiding party is left, and with them they have taken 10% of the black ant brood. The Fuska colony must replenish quickly if they are to survive the next assault.
Create our mole cricket guard team. Wow, really? That's next raid time already? Okay. I guess that's the difficulty modifier. Actually,
There is
have
no
them
respite
keep
from the
working.
culling. The
on getting
sanguinea will subjugate or
food.
exterminate.
Okay.
The raiding party is left, and with them they have taken 10% of the black ant brood. The danger may be gone for now, but this truce is merely a formality. The sanguinea are already planning their next onslaught.
Get the spiders. Get the other spiders. Kill the freaking... I re-enabled food gathering, didn't I? There we go. Everyone regroup.
Mole crickets are burrowing into the nest. The ants must
I'll
defend
deal with
in
them
multiple
later.
locations at once.
Fortunately, mole crickets don't engage anyone but us, and I think the spiders. Oh, they do engage the enemies now. That's fixed since the last time I looked at it. Or, well, since last I heard about it, I suppose.
The raiding party has left, and with them they have taken 10% of the black ant brood.
Gathering
The
work.
queen must lay quickly to return the colony to its former strength.
That group upgraded. We're gonna want to start reaching to our left because it's closer. Oh, never mind. Company. Wow, these raids are persistent. Keep working on gathering that food, then group 3. Or I'll move you to group 3.
The slave makers are back. They can sense larvae, and they want their share.
That is a lot of them.
The raiding party has left, and with them they have taken 20% of the black ant brood. It is only a matter of time before they return. Predators are loose in the nest. The larvae must be protected.
Go get him.
There is no respite from the culling. The Sanguinea will subjugate or exterminate.
Freaking numbers on this one.
A mole cricket is burrowing into the nest. The ants must mount a defense quickly, or their brood will be forfeit.
Okay, Team 2 clear that. Team 1 get in there.
The raiding party has left, and with them they have taken 10% of the black ant brood. The danger may be gone for now, but this truce is merely a formality. The Sanguinea are already planning their next onslaught. Predators are loose in the nest. The larvae must be protected.
Oh, well. Thank you, funnel spiders, I guess. Helpful for now. Soldiers up front. You keep gathering food.
There is no respite from the culling. The Sanguinia will subjugate or exterminate.
What's going on with my soldier count here?
The ants must protect the queen.
Thought I had more than that. Probably should have recalled them
The
earlier.
ants must protect the
I
queen.
believe they were busy collecting food. I also don't have enough workers to do nest duties, I guess. That's another problem.
The raiding party is left, and with them they have taken 70% of the black ant brood. The queen must lay quickly to return the colony to its former strength.
Yeah, I guess that's the problem. I guess that's the problem with having this being the nest brood.
The colony is starving. There's not enough food to feed the new brood.
Oh, this isn't gonna work.
The Sanguinia colony seeks once again to bolster its numbers. A battalion of slave makers charge into the nest.
Yeah, didn't
Mole crickets are burrowing into the nest.
we had the
ants must
food, but we
defend
didn't
in
have the
multiple
workers
locations
to
at once.
keep manufacturing stuff. That's unfortunate.
The defending colony was weak, and not worth the effort of a prolonged raiding campaign. Instead, the aggressors slaughtered their would-be hosts. They are now moving on. There are more lucrative opportunities to be found elsewhere in the Undergrowth.
I do really appreciate the little bits of flavor. Yeah, it's a little bit of food there. Is there anything I need to grab up top? Nope. Right, so I need to not make the... I need to swap out the nest and collection groups quickly. Other things, okay. That makes sense. I think it's doable. Can give it another shot. Otherwise, I might give it a shot with the challenge on hard difficulty. I'd like to get this done with the challenge at some point.
This Formica fusca black ant queen has given birth to her first brood. While the workers establish their new territory in the earth, above ground, a nearby colony of Formica sanguinea slave maker ants are on the lookout for would-be victims. These ants specialize in stealing larvae from neighboring nests and raising them as their own. If the black ant colony isn't prepared for the inevitable incursion, they may be wiped out entirely. Unfortunately, the queen chose her colony's home poorly. This earth is infested with Grillatalpa grillatalpa, the European mole cricket. Growing up to 45 millimeters in length and with powerful forelegs, these beasts are masters of tunneling. The crickets have had their fill of roots for the day, and are now on the hunt for protein-rich invertebrates. This queen and her brood are in imminent danger of being devoured.
Wrong ant type. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Let's be enough workers. Let's get everyone over.
Sigestria florentina, a funnel-web spider. She is large, fast, and equipped with a deep, powerful bite. Her lair is carpeted by sheets of silk woven between tripwires that radiate out from the entrance. She can detect even the slightest vibrations with her sensitive legs. Any ant that strays too close will be snapped away in the blink of an eye. By working together, the ants have overwhelmed one of the funnel-web spiders. She won't be causing any more trouble for the colony. Her sisters, however, still present a problem. There are intruders in the nest.
Oh, cut through to that by accident.
A Sanguinia scout has sensed the presence of the black ants. A raid on the colony is now inevitable. The question remains as to whether they will merely pillage a generation of young, or wipe out the colony entirely. In the end, it will come down to the tenacity of the defending ants.
Gonna need everyone for the moment. Didn't expect to breach through
A
into
mole
that.
cricket is burrowing into the nest. The ants must
there's
mount
gonna be a
defense
raid
quickly,
as well.
or their brood will be forfeit.
Let's kill the spiders quickly.
The colony is starving. There is not enough food to feed the new brood.
Okay. Defensive positions.
This colony must remain small for now. Food is too scarce to support greater numbers. The raiding party has arrived. The slave makers will head straight for the brood chambers. They must be stopped.
Thank you, Mole Cricket.
The raiding party is left, and with them they have taken 10% of the black ant brood. The Fuska colony must replenish quickly if they are to survive the next assault.
Okay, how's the hatching coming along? We'll need to grab the food from there. Have that group assigned to it. Ah, get ready for the raid.
The slave makers are back. They can sense larvae, and they want their share.
And they're gonna get some. Damn. Wonder if they actually disable the
The raiding party is
ant when
left,
that happens.
and with them they have taken 10% of the black ant brood.
Okay,
The danger
we don't
may be
have
gone for
time
now,
to
but this truce is merely
mess
a
around
formality.
too much here.
The
We need these.
Sanguini are already planning their next onslaught.
Food in these areas cleared.
Predators are loose in the nest. The larvae must be protected.
Kill that spider, please. Go sort out that mole cricket.
Mole crickets are burrowing into the nest. The ants must defend in multiple locations at once.
Getting raid happening as well. Everyone up front.
The slave makers are back. They can sense larvae, and they want their share. The queen is in imminent danger. The raiding party has left, and with them they have taken 20% of the black ant brood. The queen must lay quickly to return the colony to its former strength.
We require more ants.
The colony is starving. There's not enough food to feed the new brood.
And more food, apparently. Okay, everyone up front again. Here we go again. Let's get some tier 3s up as well.
The slave makers are back. They can sense larvae, and they want their share. The raiding party has left, and with them they have taken 20% of the black ant brood. It is only a matter of time before they return.
Okay, let's cut into here.
There are intruders in the nest.
Can't funnel web spiders pretty quickly. That's good.
A mole cricket is burrowing into the nest. The ants must mount a defense quickly, or their brood will be forfeit.
Everyone up front again. Quickly. Kill
There
the mole
is no
cricket as
respite
well.
from the culling. The Sanguinio will subjugate or exterminate.
Really is altogether too many of them.
The Queen is in imminent danger.
Yeah, if they're able to raid while depleting my soldier count, that's not gonna work out well for me. Need some people on nest duties now. Eggs and stuff going.
The ants must protect the Queen.
Soldiers. Nope. Okay.
The defending colony was weak and not worth the effort of a prolonged raiding campaign. Instead, the aggressors slaughtered their would-be hosts. They are now moving on. There are more lucrative opportunities to be found elsewhere in the Undergrowth.
Alright. I think that's pretty well tuned compared to what I've read. At least, so we'll give it a try on hard difficulty. Might get a better handle on things, here. I was hoping the seed count would persist, but maybe I do need to grab these seeds. Let's get them all banked up real quick. Poor ants and rich ants, Novillian. They're all... There were some happy ants too. Okay, I think that's everything banked in. Give it a try on hard difficulty with challenge on. Just like to get a higher difficulty challenge completion at some point.
This Formica Black Ant Queen has given birth to her first brood. While the workers established their new territory in the earth, above ground, a nearby colony of
Get enough
Formica
food to hatch
sanguinea
everything
slave maker ants
quickly.
are on the lookout for would-be victims. These ants specialize in stealing larvae from neighboring nests and raising them as their own. If the black ant colony isn't prepared for the inevitable incursion, they may be wiped out entirely.
Boop, 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 boop. Storage.
Unfortunately, the Queen chose her colony's home poorly. This earth is infested with Grillatalpa grillatalpa, the European mole cricket. Growing up to 45 millimeters in length and with powerful forelegs, these beasts are masters of tunneling. The crickets have had their fill of roots for the day, and are now on the hunt for protein-rich invertebrates. This queen and her brood are in imminent danger of being devoured.
Oh, right. I'm out of storage space. Fine. Up to there. Soldiers going soon though. Don't think I can really afford to have a separate home guard unit. I'm gonna try adjusting my approach to that as well. that food in here. We need everyone cut through.
Sigistria florentina, a funnel web spider. She is
Turn off
large,
food gathering
fast, and equipped
and
with a deep, powerful
kill that
bite.
spider, please.
Her lair is carpeted by sheets of silk woven between tripwires that radiate out from the entrance. She can detect even the slightest vibrations with her sensitive legs. Any ant that strays too close will be snapped away in the blink of an eye.
Yeah, you can
By
grab
working
food now.
together, the ants have overwhelmed one of the funnel web spiders. She won't be causing any more trouble for the colony. Her sisters, however, still present a problem. This colony must remain small for now. Food is too scarce to support greater numbers. A Sanguinia scout has sensed the presence of the black ants. A raid on the colony is now inevitable. The question remains as to whether they will merely pillage a generation of young, or wipe out the colony entirely. In the end, it will come down to the tenacity of the defending ants. A mole cricket is burrowing into the nest. The ants must mount a defense quickly, or their brood will be forfeit.
Have some ants work on gathering food while our soldiers respond to that. Probably need to get ready for a raid soon, but we'll take some time to cut into this.
Predators are loose in the nest. The larvae must be protected.
Wouldn't it be funny if these spiders could one-hit the queen? It would not be funny, but... Okay, hard is much more manageable. In terms of raid frequency, that's my feeling so far. Getting some first batch of upgraded soldiers. Let's do this.
The raiding party has arrived. The slave makers will head straight for the brood chambers. They must be stopped.
Please kill that one. There we go.
The raiding party was no match for the valiant defenders. The brood remains safe. For now. There are intruders in the nest.
Please kill the spider. Food quickly. You work on food. Combat group, get ready for the other spiders. We need more soldiers. Actually, don't worry too much about the other. Okay, it's all gathering done. Everyone up front.
Mole crickets are burrowing into the nest. The ants must defend in
Deal with the
multiple
raid
locations at
first. The
once.
mole crickets will attack the raiders if it comes to it. And,
The raiding party was no match for the valiant
okay,
defenders.
kill the one messing with the
brood
spawning
remains
soldiers
safe
first.
for now. The colony is starving. There's not enough food to feed the new brood.
We're good, we're good.
Predators are loose in the
Yeah,
nest.
those spiders.
The larvae must be protected.
The other one. Harvest quickly. Deal with the raid, then try and cut through to that. Oh, left a little bit of spider.
There is no respite from the culling. The Sanguinea will subjugate or exterminate.
Okay.
The raiding party was no match for
Okay
the
for
valiant
now.
defenders. The brood remains safe for now.
Actually, this might be a better candidate. Cut to. Keep an eye out for mole cricket, though. Might have to recall people.
There are intruders in the nest.
There it is. Gotta get that sorted out.
A mole cricket is burrowing into the nest. The ants must mount a defense quickly, or their brood will be forfeit.
Okay, everyone posture for raid.
The slave makers are back. They can sense larvae, and they want their share.
A lot of our workers are still busy with the wood lice down there. Ah, one's gonna make it. Shoot. There's a couple worker eggs. Manageable,
The
but
raiding
unfortunate.
party has left, and with them they have taken 10% of the black ant brood. The danger may be gone for now, but this truce is merely a formality. The Sanguinea are already planning their next onslaught.
It's on the way in. Upgrade all the ants we can. Done collecting here, right?
Predators are loose in the nest. The larvae must be protected.
Okay, that's 4 spiders tucked in that corner there, which we'll have to clear out sooner or later. First things first, let's deal with this raid.
There is no respite from the culling. The Sanguinea will subjugate or exterminate.
Well, it's about the time the mole crickets decide to interfere as well. Ah, they're fast.
The raiding party has left, and with them they have taken 10% of the black ant brood. The queen must lay quickly to return the colony to its former strength.
Ready to deal with those mole crickets.
Mole crickets are burrowing into the nest. The ants must defend in multiple locations at once.
Clear the soldier hatch one first, I guess.
The ants must protect the queen.
Get it sorted.
The Sanguinea colony seeks once again to bolster its numbers. A battalion of slave makers charge into the nest.
Eesh, that corner is a problem. They made it out with one.
The raiding party has left, and with them they have taken 10% of the black ant brood. It is only a matter of time before they return. The colony is starving. There is not enough food to feed the new brood.
Time to win the level. Just a moment. Just fill the space with workers and we're good, because we can handle the raids. No problem. Go ahead and engage that.
A mole cricket is burrowing into the nest. The
That's
ants
fine.
must mount a defense quickly, or their brood will be forfeit. The slave makers are back. They can sense larvae, and they want their share. The raiding party was no match for the valiant defenders.
Okay,
The brood
yeah, we're
remained
doing
safe.
fine.
For now.
Let's go clean out those spiders in the right side corner. Surprise, spiders. Wall breach. Okay, bring that food back home. Do it quickly, in fact. We've got trouble.
The slave makers are back. They can sense larvae, and they want their share.
Yeah, much heavier soldier focus works out okay for this level as well. Ah, they're gonna make it out with one egg still. Going for the no eggs lost achievement for this level must be such a pain.
The raiding party is left, and with them they have taken 10% of the black ant brood. The danger may be gone for now, but this truce is merely a formality. The Sanguini are already planning their next onslaught.
Time to sort out some mole crickets.
Mole crickets are burrowing into the nest. The ants must defend in multiple locations at once.
I think it's time to finalize the count here.
There is no respite from the culling.
Should be the last
Sanguinio
wave.
will subjugate or exterminate.
Get him! There we go.
Once again, the slave makers return to their nest with new black ant larvae to raise as their own. The raids will continue, but this Formica fusca colony has proved its capacity to endure and grow. Eventually they will surpass their parasitic overseers, and the continued raids of the slave makers will reduce to nothing more than a mere inconvenience for the great Black Ant Empire.
Woo! Okay, I think I need some extra royal jelly. Success! Take a look at upgrades for Laurent to get to work. There we go. Just wanted repair, a Black Ant, and then some Queen abilities could be handy, but ideally we shouldn't need them. If everything else is up to scratch. Go get that woodlouse. Group 1. Okay, Group 1's engaged. It should be sorted. Redirect them to collect food now. And I need a handful more ants. Group 2, okay. Group 1 needs 8 more. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Seven more here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Da 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 da. Okay, that's full ant count. Now I just need a ton of food. Right. So for food farming, I am probably going to try and run... Oh, we forgot to actually grab the food from that. Someone go get it. So I do want to have a food reserve. I think I may actually try subjugation. Because the whole point of that level is to finish fast, and it may be possible to do it significantly faster than I've been doing it. So I'll try it on medium, and challenge mode is really adds significantly to mission bonus. So we'll give that a shot, I guess. So just medium difficulty with challenge mode on. It's 845 food base. Let's go.
This Formica Fusca Black Ant Queen has given birth to her first brood. While the workers established their new territory in the earth, above ground, a nearby colony of Formica sanguinea slave maker ants are on the lookout for would-be victims. These ants specialize in stealing larvae from neighboring nests and raising them as their own. If the black ant colony isn't prepared for the inevitable incursion, they may be wiped out entirely. Unfortunately, the Queen chose her colony's home poorly. This earth is infested with Grillatalpa. the European mole cricket. Growing up to 45 millimeters in length and with powerful forelegs, these beasts are masters of tunneling. The crickets have had their fill of roots for the day,
Okay.
and are now on the hunt
Reach
for
in.
protein-rich invertebrates.
I do it
This
that way.
queen and her brood are in imminent danger of being devoured.
Come on, grab all that stuff. Okay. Need to get the food up there as well. And a little more. Okay, cut through here.
Sigestria florentina, a funnel web spider. She is
Stop
large,
gathering food,
fast,
go kill
and
the
equipped
spider.
with a deep, powerful bite. Her lair is carpeted by sheets of silk woven between tripwires that radiate out from the entrance. She can detect even the slightest vibrations with her sensitive legs. Any ant that strays too close will be snapped away in the blink of an eye.
Kill the spider.
By working together, the ants have overwhelmed one of the funnel web spiders. She won't be causing any more trouble for the colony.
Gather
Her
food.
sisters, however, still present a problem.
Time to start making soldiers.
A Sanguinia scout has sensed the presence of the black ants. A raid on the colony is now inevitable. The question remains as to whether they will merely pillage a generation of young, or wipe out the colony entirely. In the end, it will come down to the tenacity of the defending ants. A mole cricket is burrowing into the nest. The ants must mount a defense quickly, or their brood will be forfeit.
Up there. Okay.
The colony is starving. There's not enough food to feed the new brood.
It just walked in the front door. Go kill the mole cricket. Okay, quickly cut a path to the spider.
There are intruders in the nest.
I imagine the next raid's coming very soon. Try and get some soldiers hatched before then. Can we punch through here?
There are intruders in the nest.
Kill the freaking spider, please. Everyone respond up front.
The raiding party has arrived. The slave makers will head straight for the brood chambers. They must be stopped.
I'll kindly stop them then. And pin it down on that tunnel. Gotcha.
The raiding party was no match for the valiant defenders. The brood remains safe. For now.
Okay, get ready for these spiders.
Predators are loose in the nest. The larvae must be protected.
Instead, go get the other one. Quickly.
Mole crickets are burrowing into the nest. The ants must defend in multiple locations at once.
Cancel that breach. Let's deal with these mole crickets.
The ants must defend themselves.
We got this.
The ants must protect the queen.
A raid incoming soon as well, huh? Can afford one more soldier upgrade.
The Sanguinia colony seeks once again to bolster its numbers. A battalion of slave makers charge into the nest.
I think that was cleaned up without issue. Okay. Turn food mode off and let's go.
The raiding party was
Clear
no
out that
match for the
spider.
valiant defenders. The brood remains safe. For now.
There it is. And please collect the food from there.
Predators are loose in the nest. The larvae must be protected.
Turn off food collection again, and please kill the spider.
Predators are loose in the nest. The larvae must be protected.
grab that.
A mole cricket is burrowing into the nest. The ants must mount a defense quickly, or their brood will be forfeit.
Go clean that out. The workers
The
on getting
raiding
those
party
wood
was
lice.
no match for the valiant defenders. The brood remains safe. For now.
Get the crew together. And we should go sort that spider out. Getting that food all back. Excellent. On the way back in. We've got another raid incoming. I don't know about Ever Made. I understand there are games I'm unfamiliar with in the genre. That I was not aware of as a small child. Which is fascinating.
The Sanguinia
Okay,
colony
let's shut
seeks
this
once
down.
again to bolster its numbers. A battalion of slave makers charge into the nest.
Okay, we've hit the target soldier threshold, that's good.
The colony is starving. There's not enough food to feed the new brood. The raiding party was no match for the valiant defenders. The brood remains safe. For now.
Let's cut into this, I believe it has more wood lice.
There are intruders in the nest.
I believe Kaz cited a title, an older title that this seems like a modern version of. I don't recall the exact name, but it's neat, if so. Right, we've hit the...
Mole crickets are burrowing into the nest. The ants must defend in multiple locations at once.
Mole cricket response. I can keep the workers retrieving things. Let's upgrade what soldiers we can. Grab all these wood lice. I'll get the food back here. There we go. And I won't throw down any more soldiers for now, since that's roughly the count we were expected to pull together. Now I just need to throw down a bunch more workers after this raid is done. Let's see about breaching into that top left area as well. This is indeed in early access, Navillion. It's been in development for a few years. Seems really well together, slick, well
There is
polished,
no respite
but
from the culling.
that is
The
not complete,
Sanguinio will
especially
subjugate
content-wise.
or
I
exterminate.
understand. Still needs many more levels and things. Please kill that ant. There we go.
The raiding party was no match for the valiant defenders. The brood remains safe. For now. Predators are loose in the nest. The
Please
larvae
kill the
must
spider.
be protected.
There we go. Start laying down our extra workers. Upgrade a handful of our workers.
A mole cricket is burrowing into the nest. The ants must mount a defense quickly, or their brood will be forfeit.
Grab that last bit of food from the woodlice.
The battle has begun.
On the lookout for the next raid as well. Okay, everyone, defensive positions. Should be sorted out soon. Okay, that's more tier 3 workers than I need. Well, Navillion,
The slave makers are back. They
I'm
can sense larvae, and they
hoping
want
to
their
get
share.
into maybe if I can get enough food from this Navillion, I might have something to show off.
Once again, the slave makers return to their nest with new black ant larvae to raise as their own. The raids will continue, but this Formica fusca colony has proved its capacity to endure and grow. Eventually they will surpass their parasitic overseers, and the continued raids of the slave makers will reduce to nothing more than a mere inconvenience for the great Black Ant Empire.
Extra food, please.
Is it feeding time already?
Yes, our queen is insatiable.
I actually will refrain from upgrading too much more here. Than just so I can bank up a food stock and try the Formicarium challenge, because that is what I was interested in showing off. Let's get that food stored. I don't think I have enough royal jelly for anything. Oh, that only costs 50. Okay. These cost 100. Right. Yeah, 10-second disorientation. Might just give the needed edge. I don't know if this will be enough food in the bank for the challenge. I guess we'll have to see. I think that's everything collected. Pull our combat crews back underground. $1,600 in the bank. Formicarium challenge number 1. This is actually my first time doing this. I'm gonna leave it on medium for now. And it'll unlock the next mission. Okay, let's do this.
I think it is time we connected the Outworld to the feeder colonies. I want to see how these Ereptors respond under pressure.
I will prepare the experiment.
So we've got connector tubes on
Let's begin with a small threat.
Connecting the Fusca colony now. I will let 10 through to start with.
deploying.
The Raptors identified the threat and responded very quickly.
Excellent. Let's see how they handle a few more, shall we?
Introducing 20 Formica Fusca ants.
Surround them. No losses so far. And we have
Our
quick
Raptors
regen.
have neutralized the threat to their queen.
Good. Continue the experiment and let me know the results. Don't add more than 30 ants at once, though. We don't want to harm the queen.
Understood. I wonder how they will react to a rival Raptor colony. Introducing 40 rival Raptor ants. Excellent.
No losses so far again.
Introducing a further 50 rival Raptor ants.
This guy's not following instructions, huh? Again, contained without losses.
Fascinating.
Return to hold point.
Now let's try 60 Raptor ants.
Get him! Starting to match our, get close to matching our numbers.
A superb response.
This is reminding me of Endor, a troop quality. Seeds.
You're doing admirably, my Raptors. Perhaps a small reward. Look to the surface.
Dispatching workers for that.
What about a combination of a Raptor and Fusca? Let's start with 20 of each.
Ooh, wrong disable on that group.
An
Okay, now.
unconventional defense, yet highly effective. It's interesting to see the colony fight on two fronts. Perhaps we should try 30 of each.
Press into the attacking waves, make sure you surround them. I think they did a really good job of making the scientists give off that vibe. Okay, we have lost an ant somewhere.
Magnificent! Once again, our Ereptors triumph. Some seeds on the surface for my succeeding Ereptors. Gather them quickly. The colony's ability to withstand such overwhelming assaults is incredible. I wonder, how will they handle a sustained flow of aggressors?
Quickly grab the remaining food, come on. While we're holding the fronts. Okay, that's all the food. Get back inside. Looks like
things a little more interesting, shall we? Enter the Devil's Coach Horse.
alright. Defensive responders. Now. Group 1 defend inside, Group 2 hold the top for a moment. Be secure inside, cool.
Whoops! I seem to have dropped my beetles. I hope they don't harm the little ants.
Swarm that one quickly before it causes any trouble. That one's going inside. Okay. Again, Group 1 defend inside. Group 2, if I remember, I haven't played this before, but if I remember footage,
Perhaps that's enough for now.
this guy reacts unhappily
How is
if
the
you
colony
retreat
being responded?
inside.
They mounted an excellent defense against 20, 25, and even 30 Fusca ants, as you suggested.
Perfect. Perhaps we can provide more of a challenge for them next time.
What a fantastic suggestion.
Victory! Okay, let's go for the royal jelly. It's a good amount. Success!
Let's see how the colony grows over the next few days.
Now that they have experienced battle, I expect to see a significant rise in the number of soldiers.
You mean more than the almost entirely soldier colony I have already, dude? Yeah, that was the first and easiest boss battle, Avilia. So that's a thing. And now I guess I will hold on spending food on things for a moment. because I'm about to be unlocking new things, which might be interesting. Gather the food, come on. I might want to expand the food storage a little bit, I guess. Go ahead and do that. Make this into a hex up here. Go, and I think we've covered everything from the surface. Okay. I think that is going to be it for tonight. Survived the first Formicarium challenge. I may have over-prepared for it a little bit, but that's kind of my thing, I suppose. Thank you very much for watching, folks. Hope you had a good time. I'm loving this game so far. Right. Let's see. Okay, I'm just gonna be wrapping things up here. See if I can figure out who we want to raid. If anyone. I should be streaming again tomorrow at about the same time, hopefully. Unexpected occurrences notwithstanding. Might be working on a bit more Hades. And yeah, hope that goes well, because nothing ever goes wrong in Hades. Okay. You can see my stream schedule down below or on my about page. You can follow me at Dubious Physics on Twitter. You can follow me right here on Twitch, should you desire. And, well, regardless of all that, your viewership is very much appreciated. It's been great having you folks. Do remember to take care of yourselves. You're absolutely worth it. This is Dubious Physics, signing off.
Ants. They're organized, industrious, and hungry. But in the Undergrowth, there's no such thing as a free lunch. In the end, only one colony will secure victory over the Outworld and take its place amongst the great empires of the Undergrowth.